DJ
BandClap.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, man, a cheapskate, huh? Niggas gotta move on my release day,
Lot of McLaren, I'm bending corners. I ride through the seats with that burn on. I'ma get that little piece in this if I wanna. I'ma nut in that hole like a sperm donor. Selling drugs, got the feds on it. Brand new SD with a beam on it. I'm lacing my pen with that lean on it. Sipping dirty, it's clean, and I don't want it. My pocket filled with them dead bodies. Young boy think he richer than everybody. Nigga play with my shit, I'm a red dot. That nigga start stitching the feds got. Got an 8 of that egg in the baby bottle. Got a 100-round clip on the wooden chop. He got him a brick and he started watching. He said he could better.
You ain't never put out on a nigga, and the little nigga shut up. I just ride the sold out show, I perform for an hour and then put my gun up. If a little nigga try me and say down the gun down, that nigga won't let us see sun up. Fuck your bitch and I tip her 100. I show you how to motherfucking come up. If you added my watch and my wrist and my fist before taxes, I spent the whole 100. You can go and ask Johnny, he love it. Every time he see me, he see money. I put up ET with my kids and my baby mama, they like, ooh, he be thuggin'. No, I'm just a real nigga with money. Keep one in the head of that bitch like a bun. Too rich, so I just had to switch in my number.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us.
Down. What's up, y'all? I know this is a late one. I've been doing a lot of running around today, but I gotta give y'all a little something. Y'all give me a second. Give me a second. So I can put this audio off. Wait 1 second, John. Okay. All right. What's good? Who we got up in here? We got 3 people. Say what's up. Shout it out. What y'all doing? I'm not gonna be long. I want to keep this going. We go ahead and add my links for the description. So I'm doing this on my shadow. So I had some other things planned. I wanted to do a showcase, a video showcase. I want to show y'all some video, but I'm gonna do that next time. Let me put this in. If y'all would like to donate to a brother, I appreciate all of you all who've been donating. definitely appreciate that. How to donate. Okay. What's up, y'all? Who we got up in here? Say what's up. Say what's up. All right. So let me go ahead and pin that. Okay, we getting some people up in here. What's popping, y'all? So the question, to stroke or not to stroke? That is the question. So, ooh, this may be a little, dang, this may be a little hard because, I got this shadow, but the thing about it is, if I click out and go to my notes, dang, I didn't think this through, y'all. Because I do want to look at my notes, but you know what? We gonna freestyle it. We gonna freestyle it. I gotta keep my end. This is another thing too. Wait, what happened? What happened to the live chat? Is it over here? Oh, here you go. All right, we're gonna move this back. So I gotta tell y'all right quick. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and start packing up because they actually got clothes. I wanna tell y'all the crazy dope things that has been happening to me as of lately, since I've been following this spiritual prompting to give y'all this series. And this is the thing, it's like every day that I obey and I do this, more and more miraculous, more and more positive things have been happening to me since I've just been following spirit, just following the promptings. So I may have some really dope stuff into the works, as you can see. Thanks to you all support, I got a little more revenue coming in. I got a little bit more coming in, so I was able to start working on one of the new characters that's gonna be in my animated series. So if you go to the community tab on my YouTube channel, I want you all to take a wild guess. What Orisha do y'all think that's gonna be? And I would definitely like to get you all's opinion on that. Y'all give me a second. I'm just over here packing up. But last time I was on here, we talked about the rules of the river. You know, that's very important. And also, not only that, but also understanding the respect that is needed and stuff like that when you're trying to manifest Y'all give me a second. Just packing all my stuff up. It's so dope that I'm able to do all this on my phone too. Thank God for technology, right? I shade to Ogun in that regard. Let's see what time it is. 39. I'm gonna end up editing all this out, by the way. Can't leave my charger. That would not be good. Go out here for a second. So let me know if y'all can hear me. I wonder is outside. I wonder is outside gonna be closed. Y'all give me a second. Excuse me. It's outside gonna be closed too? Huh? It's outside gonna be closed? No, actually, yeah. Oh, okay. All right, so we good. Just relocate to outside. We gonna make it do what it do. Do what it do. I wanted to have all of this stuff. Situated, but it's like something has been really having me go live, and every single time I go live, something miraculous always happens when I go live. Can y'all hear me? I'm outside now. Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me. Y'all should be able to hear me. Everything looks good on my end. Anybody in the chat, let me know how my sound is going. Is my sound good? Let me know. Let me push this right quick. Let's see. Anybody in the chat, let me know. Okay, yeah, I'm sounding good. All right, cool. All right, let's get it. So, let's start from the beginning. When we're talking about manifestation, and I talked about the first step in manifesting. The first step is being able to ponder, and I talked about how in this world that we live in is very, this is a very distracting. You say you can hear me loud and clear? Okay, cool, perfect. So yeah, I talked about, hold on, let me cut my music down. Is the music too loud? Let me know if the music is too loud. It's a trill. So I talked about the first step in manifesting is being able to ponder. And I was talking about, this world can be so messed up, and so distracting and stuff like that, so that you won't have enough time in the day to ponder on the things that you're trying to manifest. That's very important. It's very important. The main thing that Oshun was telling me that it really has a lot to do with sex and relationships. It has a lot It has a lot more to do with it than a lot of people think. I just got here. I just got on, Satrill. I just got on. A lot of the stuff from the beginning I'm gonna end up editing out. I literally just got here. I just got on. So if they don't do that, oh yeah. I was talking about so hopefully tomorrow, I'm gonna say this, hopefully tomorrow's stream is gonna get a lot more hands-on. It's gonna get a lot more juicy, because I got some clips. I got a couple clips that I want to show y'all. This next one, you know, we really gonna be talking about. I did a live stream called The Metaphysics of Sex a couple years ago, and I never showed y'all showed y'all the ancient ways, or the ancient version of sex, you know. So I'll be able to show this on YouTube, because the version of sex that I want to show y'all, it has a lot to do with the Dragon Age, you know. It has a lot to do with really it breaks a lot of, when I found out about this. And it's funny because the first what's up, Young Shiva? It's very crazy. I'm talking about these ancient ways of sex, and then somebody named Shiva come on. So I'm channeling. I'm already channeling the energy. You know, Shiva is the version of Shango that ended up staying with Oya, and they ended up becoming the most powerful, most feared. You know, it's another, when you hear about Shiva and Parvati and Kali, you know, that's nothing but another version of Shango, Oshun, and Oya. I think Shiva had 3 wives too. But in this world that we live in, that's full of distractions, that's full of perceived variety, you know, it makes a lot of sense, you know. Like I said yesterday, when we have sex and stuff like that, and you really trying to make love, you know, it's very symbolic. When you have sex, you got to take all your clothes off. You know, you have to take all your clothes off. You know, you got to take your necklaces off. You got to take your rings off. And if those things you were using in order to, if those things you were using in order to make you feel like somebody, this is another thing that, you know, when it comes to women, especially thoughts, this will make them lose a lot of respect for you. You know, when you get to that point where it's time to get down and dirty, and you don't want to, you're insecure about your body and stuff like that. You're insecure about your body, so you don't want to take your clothes off, and your girl is butt naked, and she like, yo, like, what's up? Like, come on, like, I'm ready, you know? And you over here like, damn, man, I can't keep my boxers on, I can't keep this on. She like, man, look at this. You know, a lot of that, it also goes into manifestation as well, because the more superficial you are with your manifestation, you know, the harder, a lot of times, the harder it is to be able to focus your manifestation. It's hard for you to focus, you know. And then this is where you get the girls that be like, oh, you know, he had all of this and he had all of that, and then, you know, when it got down to it, his dick didn't work. This is where you get that from, you know, because when you're not focused, on your manifestation, if it's something superficial, you know, the intensity and the power and all of that, the passion, it's only gonna go but so far, you know. So like I said, the first step is being able to ponder. You know, this is something that's free. You don't got to pay for this. And you know, this is something that and I'm not just talking about meditation. You know, I'm not talking about just meditation. I'm just talking about you know, think about when you're in love. You know, she keep telling me like, yo, just talk about it like you're in love with somebody. Think about when you're in love with somebody, you know, and you in that puppy love stage where you at school and stuff like that, and you see this girl, you know, you're a guy, you see this girl across a few desks across from you, and it's like, it's hard for you to even think about what the teacher's saying at school, because you're just so enamored, you know, you're just so, you know, thinking about her, you know, you're pondering, you're thinking about her, you're envisioning yourself doing different things with her, you know, you're envisioning yourself going to the school dance with her, you know, you're envisioning all of these things that haven't even happened yet, but in your mind you're creating ponds, you're creating scenarios, in which one day you would hope to be that person that you're pondering about, who actually got her, you know. And this is something that I learned to master as a kid, you know, because I was very quiet, especially when I got a lot older, you know, when I got in, like, you know, 6th grade, 5th grade on to middle school, I started to get more and more quiet, because my mouth would get me in a lot of trouble at school, you know. And you know, for those who came up in the 90s, you know, talking in class was actually a school felony. You know, you couldn't talk in class, you know. So you know, I spent a lot of time pondering, and then it got to the point, you know, I think I said this in another video, it got to the point where I just got so lost. My Virgo moon in the 12th house, I got so lost in that pondering that even if me and the girl never got together, you know, even if she rejected me, it was like that pondering, you know, that all of that power that I put into my pondering, it stopped me from feeling a type of way, you know. So the power of your mind, being able to picture yourself in scenarios that you wish to be in, that is very powerful. And it's crazy because that's only the first step, you know, because when you're pondering, you know, when you're in a pond and you're you know, you're jumping around in the pond, you can go in and out the pond, you can jump in, you can jump out, you know. You don't really have to worry about drowning in a pond, you know, unless you're a baby. Unless you're a baby, you know, then you don't need to be around no water. No, let me take that back, because I don't know if y'all seen these videos on YouTube, but babies actually knows how to swim naturally. You know, they start to lose that ability to swim the older they get, and then they start being scared of water. But you know, when your child is a baby, your child actually still knows how to swim rather well. very well. So I gotta take that back. Babies are awesome at pondering. They're awesome at imagining, and they're awesome at pondering and things like that. And with us, the farther you get away from your inner child, the more plugged into reality you get. And then it gets hard for you to see yourself outside of this illusionary reality that you're in. Very important. Let me see what Euphoria Music said. Damn, I came up with this same concept on my own studies. Here you are teaching, man. Big ups. Yeah, big ups. I'm only doing what Spirit is telling me to do. This is rare. Y'all see me doing a live stream 4 days in a row. But literally every single day, something miraculous happens to me while I'm obeying. So I'm just obeying. That's all I'm doing. I'm obeying. I only journal about this stuff because the manifestations come through, especially when you have a partner, twin flame, you want to call it. Okay, so we finna get into that. So I talked about pondering. When you're pondering, you don't need a boat. You don't need a boat to ponder. You can ponder with your feet, with your regular feet. Just get you some rain boots and ponder. Pond. Get in the pond and ponder. I've been struggling to let go of the past. Why is it so hard to let go of the past? Why is it hard for you to let go of the past? It's because there's a lesson in the past that you've yet to learn. So the more you go about this life and you haven't learned that lesson, it's like your mind keeps reminding you of the past. Your subconscious mind is going to end up creating scenarios that's very reminiscent of the past, so you can learn whatever lesson that is. And then once you learn that lesson and you can fully come to terms with that, then you'll be able to let that go with no problem. A lot of before I got into this conscious journey, there was a lot of things when it came to my family not understanding me, when it came to me wanting to do certain things in my life, and I didn't get support. And I used to be real mad about that. I used to hold my family to fault. But then I got into this journey and I really saw that, at the end of the day, I can't fault them for not understanding a age that that they haven't even came up in. My mom and dad are from a totally different age. My uncles and my auntie, they from a totally different age. So I can't be mad at them for keep regurgitating things to me that worked in their age. It worked in their age. So the best thing that I can do in my age, the best thing I can do is to show them that, this is the new way to do things. And that's what Eshu does. He always comes and shows you the new way to do stuff. So that's very important. So once you've pondered on it so much, once you've pondered on this thing that you're trying to manifest so much, hold on, y'all. 58. Okay, can y'all still hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Okay. So once you pondered on this, And now, you know, this manifestation is getting so big. You know, it's getting so big that you can hardly contain it. You know, and it gets to the point where that pond turns into a lake. You know, when that pond turns into a lake. Now, this is where we take a Y road. What's up, Nacho Lover? This is where we take a Y road, because not only am I talking about manifestation, not only am I talking about the ideal relationship, but I'm also talking about business as well. You know, because when you're pondering over a idea. You know, you got this business that you want to start. You have this idea. I think she said all of these you can't sit on, but you can sit on those, I think. Everybody coming outside. So now it's to the point, my ladies. Now, you know, you've been thinking about this guy so much that, you know, first you couldn't get him out your mind. You know, now it's to the point where, you know, when the dude comes by that you like or whatever, and you've been pondering about him so much, you've been thinking about him so much, that now when you know, you've been already putting yourself in a scenario that y'all done already did what you wanted to do. So you've created that scenario. So now when you get in his presence, you know, as a girl, you start feeling the things that you would have felt post y'all doing what y'all was doing. So what that mean? Now, every time you see him, you got a lake coming down your legs. You know, you got a lake coming down, and you gotta, you know, he say, "What's up?" to you, and you just, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." You go to the bathroom, and you got a lake. You know, you gotta, every time you're around him, you gotta carry a extra pair of panties. You know, you gotta make sure you got pants on. Make sure you got some black jeans on or something. You know, and then when it comes to the guys, you know, when we were younger, you know, sometimes you'll daydream about a chick so much, and then you end up going to sleep and she all in your dreams, and you wake up and you got a lake. You wake up and you got a lake in your bed. You're like, God dang. You know, and the thing about it was, you didn't even want to wake up. You know, you probably felt yourself having the wet dream. But it was so good, it was feeling so good, like it was real, that you couldn't even wake up in time to stop it. So you're like, damn, what's this? Golly. You know, that's the lake. Now let's talk about business. When you get to that point where you start to see this idea as a lake, what's up, Lachey? When you start to see this idea and it's looking like a lake, you know, the reason why you see it as a lake is because you can see how you can sail. You can see how you can sail with this idea. You can see how you can sell out. You can sell out with this idea that you have. You know, as a guy, you know, you doing all this stuff. Now it's time for you to set sail. You know, you got a lake. A lake is a lot bigger than a pond. You know, a lake is kind of deep. You know, you're growing deep feelings. You've grown deep feelings for this person. You've grown deep feelings for what you're trying to manifest. You're growing deep feelings for what this is that you're trying to create into a generational wealth. Because we're talking about generational wealth. You know? So, now in your mind, because I'm going through the dimensions to give you this. So I'm talking about multiple things. So, you know, as a guy, you're like, okay, now it's time for me to start working on my boat. You know, it's time for me to start working on my boat. Because I know that I'm not going to be able to see what this lake entails with my feet, because my feet ain't gonna make it. And depending on what type of lake it is, you might not want to walk in that lake anyway. You know, if it's a swamp lake, it might be some alligators in there. You know, it might be some piranhas in that lake. You know, so it will behoove you, once it get to a lake, now it's time for you to get a boat. Now it's time for you to start building your boat. You know, and while you're building your boat, you know, you have a goal in mind. You know, everybody have different goals, you know, when it comes to what they're trying to manifest. Everybody got different goals in what they want to do to their girl. You know, if you're a guy, you know, and for women too. You know, y'all know, a lot of times with women though, a lot of times with y'all can go overboard. Y'all can go overboard with the pondering and all of that, you know, and then you get let down hard. You know, it'd be a situation to where, you know, all you wanted to really do was just, you know, see what that mouth do, you know, and then you done mess around and let them hit and let them do all this extra stuff, and now you over here head over heels in love, and he don't even feel that way to you. He don't even feel that way. Y'all know these folks over here listen to my conversation. Dudes over here looking at me. They're like, yo, what is he talking about? Oh my God, I want to hear more. You don't know, nigga. But yeah, you know. And then when it comes to us a lot of times, we can get mixed signals as well. You know, we can get mixed signals too. In our mind, we know all we want to do is just smash her. You know, we know all we want to do is just smash. But then once we hit it, we like, damn, I didn't know this shit was that good. God dang, this shit good. She got a lake. She got a lake down there. Like, woof. And now you all in love, and she's like, yo, nigga, like, you know, you want all that. You know, I know you had a Nickelodeon fantasy about me, but you're not all that. You know? And so now you feeling bad about yourself. You know? So this phase right here, when it's a lake, once you see facts I got on my TV, bro, the whole house probably can hear you. It's real rap though. I swear, like, I'm over here getting ate up by these mosquitoes trying to get y'all this shit. But and I'm trying to keep it together mentally, cause it's like the way Oshun is kind of telling me this, it's like a fan. It's like 5 or 6 things that can apply to this this one thing, and it all makes sense, you know. So if you're trying to build generational wealth, you know, you've been pondering about this thing, you've been doing your research, you're searching and you're researching, you know, you're not just looking at the pond you created. No, you're searching. It's a difference between looking and searching, you know, it's a difference. So now you see that you have something that can sell. Like, oh shit, I can set sail on this idea, you know. Now this is the pivotal point where you need to figure out what type of sailor are you, you know, what type of, you know, how big you want to scale, fish scale, you know, you got the fish scale, and then you got the scale that you weigh on, you know. All of this makes sense. The scale that you weigh on, you know, the fish scale, you got the scales, you know. Scale means make bigger, make larger, you know. And the bigger you think, the more you can achieve, you know. Just like what R. Kelly said, if I can see it, I can be it. If I believe it, there's nothing to it, you know. Most people that you come across and they got these ideas and they got these things that they're trying to manifest, they're not really thinking that big. And sometimes it can be a shame, because you can really have an idea, you can really have something that can really scale real big, and you're shortchanging yourself by being small time with your thinking, because it all starts in the mind first. It all starts with your thinking, you know. So this is the biggest turning point, because whatever boat that you decide to build is going to pretty much determine how much inventory that you can put on that boat, how far you can go with that boat, you know, all of that, you know. It's not a one size fits all like what you've been taught, you know. You can have all the money in the world, you can be tall, you know, you can have all of this superficial stuff, but if you got a small boat and the only thing you can only fit like maybe like 5 pounds of fish on that boat, you know, and you trying to pull a mermaid that can eat a pound of fish on her own, you know, and then you trying to start a family, and you gonna be cramped up in that little boat, and all it take is a little crack to get in that boat, and you and everybody else going down with that little ass boat, you know. Exactly, Satriel. See, you're getting it, you know. The boat. Bobby Hemmett, when he used to do his lectures, he used to talk about the spiritual boats. He like Hecate boat, segment boat, this boat, that boat, this boat, you know, because that's very important. A boat is a lot different from a ship, you know. See, you can get by, you know, in the river on a river boat. You can get by on a boat until you get to the sea, until you get to the ocean. By the time you get to the ocean, and by the time you get to the sea, number one, you better know where you're going. Number two, you better make sure that you got a ship by the time you get over there, because you know you do not want to get lost at sea. You do not want to get lost at sea, and you damn sure don't want to get lost in the ocean, and you don't got the right kind of boat, you know. So So that's very important, you know. So so you have some people, they got the Noah complex. You know, they understand that that what they're building is going to be bigger than them. They understand that what they're building, this boat, is going to be bigger than them. You know, so you over here in this lake and you're building a ship, and everybody's looking at you like, dude, like, why are you making this big ass ship? Why are you making this big old boat? It's just gonna be you. Not even understanding that this boat, this ship is gonna house all the things that's gonna make it in the future. You know, all the things that's gonna make it in the future. It comes with that, you know, it comes with that ship. Because remember, there was a flood that happened, and the only things that survived was whoever got in that boat, whoever got in that ship, whoever got in that boat, they was the ones that survived. You know? So this is the most important. This is the most important. You know? Working with Oshun, working with the ocean. This is where push comes to shove. You know? And there's many ways to work with the ocean, just like there's many ways to work with Oshun. You know? And the best way is always the way that you make up yourself. You know, this is creating your own boat, not creating something that's gonna mimic the Titanic, not trying to create something that's gonna mimic Carnival Cruise Lines. You know, you want to make your own boat because you want to make it custom to you. You know, so me, for example, when you see the picture on the left, what's it, the left hand side? The picture on the left hand side is the Nigerian Yoruba depiction of Oshun. This is the Oshun that everybody is familiar with. You know, that's the version of Oshun that a lot of people may have on your altar. You know, now that's a real big boat. That boat has a lot of rules. You know, that boat got a lot of rules on it. That boat has a lot of regulations, you know, on it. It's a riverboat, you know. Now, the picture on the right, this is my boat. That is the baby Oshun that I created myself, you know. And the energy of Oshun is very, very pleased with the boat that I created for her. And this is one of many boats that she's gonna have. You know? And then, as we know, the picture in the middle is Aaliyah, who made the song Rock the Boat. You know, and in her video, she was a mermaid. She played a mermaid, which was very telling. You know, very telling. You know? So this is where you come up with your business plan. You know, this is where you're about to take out your first loan so you can get your business, where you can get your first store, your first brick and mortar, you know, all of this kind of stuff. And in the back of your mind, you know, even though you're focused on this, in the back of your mind, you're putting all of this work in this business because you know one day you're gonna want to franchise. You know, you're gonna want to franchise. You're gonna want to have different businesses all over. You know, all over the country. You know, but like I said, it all starts here. You know, it all starts here. It all starts with the work and the effort that you put in here. You know, because if your lake, if you got a lake and that lake is very you know, very full of vegetation, and it's a nice lake. You don't know how much money can be made with that lake, you know, but it's all up to you, you know. And this is where you can start having a little fun with your manifestation, you know. And people do it different ways. Some people will burn it. Some people will I know Melanie, she had some really dope ways to manifest. When you watch a lot of her full moon videos, she'll tell you certain ways to manifest and things like that. You know, there's no right or wrong way, but you just got to make sure that whatever you're doing is sturdy. You know, you got to make sure that your boat is sturdy. You know, make sure you understand the different boats. That's another thing that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the different boats, but I'll have to talk about that next time. You know. So now you see that you can sail. You know, so you're sailing on this lake, and you already know. You know, once you get to the lake, you know, once you've you know, went past the lake, you know what's next. The river. You know, the river is next. And you better make sure that your boat is strong before you approach the river. Because see, approaching the river, you know, this is you know, you finally approaching that girl that you've been you're finally approaching that girl that you've been goo goo gaga about. As a woman, you've already came up with the little plan that you're gonna do. You know, maybe you're in school, maybe you gonna you know, purposely walk past them and drop your books and drop your pencil, so he can be like, oh my God, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Let me get that for you. Let me get that for you. And you'll be like, oh, it's okay. It's all right. You know, I'm such a klutz. Y'all know how them old school 90s shows used to be about. Hey, so I see you're taking the same English teacher. Oh yeah, you know, I'm yeah, we got a big test coming up, and you know, this isn't really my subject, knowing good and well she make all A's in English. You know, I'm like, oh man, you know, I'm real good at English. You know, maybe we can get together and you know, maybe you can we can chill and you know, I can teach you what I know about English. You know, making him think that he's the one with the game, when all along you were the one that created that whole scenario. You know, I know how y'all be doing. I know the game like I'm riffing it. I know the game. Y'all be creating these scenarios, and all the dude gotta do is just, you know, just not fuck it up. You know, and then so in the back of your mind, you like, yo, I didn't gave him the alley-oop. Now please don't mess this up. As a guy, same thing. Switch it up. You know, you've already created the scenario. You've already created the plan. You're like, okay, the school dance is coming up. That'll be a good way for me to service myself, you know, because you know she's not gonna want to go to the dance alone. I've been, you know how dudes be doing. I've been watching her, you know. She's the type of chick where a lot of dudes, you know, don't be trying to holler at her like that because they too scared. So if I can create this scenario and I can be the first one to approach her, maybe she'll let me take her to the dance, you know. So you hyping yourself up, you know. This particular day, your mama don't gotta wake you up for school. This particular day, you done got up, you know, brush your teeth, combed your hair, you looking real snazzy. You done went and snuck in your dad's room and put some of his cologne on. What up, IFE? What's good with you, bro? So I'm trying to paint this picture about what happens when you go to the river. You know, so you over here, you got your smell good on, you know, your dad, hey, you know, you telling you don't want your dad to know what you did, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna walk to school today. Are you sure, son? You know, you always let me drop you off. Like, oh, I want to walk today, Dad. You know, I want to be grown. I want to show you that I can do it. You know, two parents looking at each other like, you know, do the little shrug. You know, so you got some pep in your step. You know, you walking. You like, oh shit. You know, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. You know, I don't want to come to school sweating. You know, then the cologne will be done wore off. So you over here, you overthinking. You walking up to the school. You know, every time you see her talking to a dude, like greeting him or something, you get all nervous, like, oh shit. Let's hope I'm not too late. You know. Now, when you're manifesting, you need to be very confident. When you're manifesting and you get to this point, you need to be extremely confident that whatever it is that you're setting out to do, that it is gonna work. You know, you need to be very confident in yourself. But I'm just giving y'all the 90s high school or the 90s middle school rendition of this scenario. You know, because y'all know I like to paint pictures. So so now you done walked up to the school. You know, you still smell good. You got you a rag, so you wiped off all your sweat. You looking fresh. You know, you took your toothbrush. You made sure your shoes was clean and all of that stuff. And you go and make your move. And in this point, you feel like in your mind, you've done everything that you possibly could do to make this work. You know, it's like, yo, like, you know, you done made your offering. You done lit your candle. You done poured out your liquor, you know, whatever you're doing. And at this point, you're just leaving it up to the universe. It's like, yo, like, you know, whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be. You know, however it's gonna end, that's how it's gonna end. And this is where in the gospel songs they say, I took my burdens to the Lord and I left it there. You know, this is what you have to do. You know, because when you start a business and you know, you can have all of these ideas and you can have all of these projections and all of this, but you know, if the customers ain't really messing with it, you know, it ain't, you gotta go back to the drawing board and try again. You know, but at the end of the day, this is what builds character. You know, this is what makes your boat stronger. You know, every time you go out and set sail, oh shit, I forgot to build a sail. So you over here, you know, paddling, you going through it. You go back to the shore, you know, and build a sail. Go back out. Damn, you know what? I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of using these paddles. I mean, using these paddles and stuff. You know, maybe I need to invest in a motor so I can put on the back of this boat and then I can go faster. Because once you get to the river and you're trying to go up the river, because you know, once you go up the river, once you go up the river, and you know, that's a straight shot. You know, that once you go up the river, that's a straight shot to the ocean. Peep what I'm saying. If you can make it up the river, that is the straight shot to ocean. If you can make it up the river, you know. Now, you can do this. You can do this the easy way. You can do this the hard way, or you can do this the baby SU way, which is what Aaliyah tried to tell y'all. Y'all thought this was about sex. You know, she told y'all in the first stanza of her song, of her first verse, how you gotta plan this out. So, you know, you feel like you got a strong enough boat. You feel like you got a strong enough boat, and you feel like you're gonna conquer the river. You know. Now this is the thing. And this is where too. This is where you got to be real. You got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself as far as when you're looking to turn your boat into a ship that you want to have relations on. This is where you really need to be real with yourself in how far you're trying to go. You know, and this is the reason why our relationships today don't work, because I'm over here, you know, I got big dreams. You know, I got ocean dreams. And you know, I gotta go through the same process that everybody else has to go through. So I gotta go through the pond, I gotta go through the lake, I gotta go through the channel, I gotta go through the river, I gotta do all this stuff. And so many of y'all understand that this is what y'all want, but y'all end up getting somebody that can only see past the pond. You know, you end up getting somebody that can only see past the lake. You know, so instead of you finding somebody that's of the ocean, instead of you waiting till you get to the sea, you know, where the oceanic beings are, where the oceanic goddesses are, you know, where the Yemoyas and the Mami Watas and, you know, Mama Chola, you know, where all those goddesses are, you know, that can understand how turbulent the sea can be. Y'all dumbasses, y'all end up getting somebody that can only see past the pond, that can only see past the sea, and you get mad when that person ends up holding you down, because their anchor has already been set. They're like, yo, like, I'm not really trying to, I don't feel like I can make it out this lake, and I'm not really trying to go past this lake. Get what I'm saying? And so you over here with oceanic dreams, and since you done fell in love, you done fell in love with this being that they can only see past the lake. And you either do one or two things. You either end up foregoing your dreams, because you're either trying to make her see what you see, and she don't want to see that far. They don't want to see that far. Or you end up running out of fuel because you're trying to string them along, and they're, you know, they're scared. They're like, yo, I don't want to go past here. I can't see past here. You know? And the biggest thing when it comes to us, a lot of times we be feeling like, and I don't want to sound too, like, you know, too crazy when I say this, but a lot of us, we're scared to be alone I'm channeling right now. I'm trying to see. A lot of us, we're scared to be alone in the times where we're in the pond and we're in the lake. If you have a sea mentality, if you got an ocean and a sea mentality, that means that you're most likely gonna have to be alone for most of your life, because until you get to the river, nobody around you is gonna understand you enough to push you forward, you know. And I'm talking about in a relationship standpoint, you know. And this can get very lonely, you know. I'm not gonna sit up here and sugarcoat it, you know. This gets very lonely, but at the end of the day, you're moving forward, slow and steady. You're moving forward, slow and steady. A lot of us don't know how to be alone. Exactly. You know, especially when you know the type of boat that you have. Cause think about it. You know, I'm on the lake, and I got the Titanic. I built the Titanic on the lake, because I already know what's ahead. I already know what's ahead when I get to the ocean. You know, hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't wanna cancel this. Okay. So I'm in the lake. Everybody else got little canoes and, you know, little paddle boats and stuff like that. And I got the Titanic in the lake, because I already know, you know, once I get to the ocean, you know, now I'm gonna be around other Titanic like ships. So I need to be prepared. I need to be ready. Now, quite naturally, all the goddesses that live in the lake are gonna be magnetic to you, because, you know, you got a mindset, you know, you got a ship mindset that nobody else around you has at the moment. You know, this is me talking to my black sheeps, because I was a black sheep. This is me talking to my proteges and my black sheeps, who they just don't have what you have. They just don't got the potential that you have. But you wanna but you wanna fit in. You wanna be cool and all of that, when everybody else see you for a lick. Like, you look like a lick. And a lot of y'all don't understand. A lot of y'all don't understand how much of a danger that you're really in, how much of a lick you are. If you choose to dock at where you're not supposed to, and you don't keep moving forward, you know, because look at how long, look at the process that it's gonna take for you to get a lake goddess on your ship anyway. Translation, man, look at all the shit that we have to do nowadays to just get a woman to, you know, to just get a woman to smile at you. You know, you gotta take her on this date. You gotta buy her this. You gotta woo her this. You gotta buy her that. You gotta, you know, take her here. You gotta do all of this stuff, you know. But the ocean goddesses, they don't require all of that, because the ocean already got hella treasure. You know, there's already hella treasure in the ocean that's more precious than anything that you can give them. So a lot of times they're just happy that you made it. You know, these particular goddesses, they're happy that you made it. You know, and they wanna be your muse, so that you know, so that you can stay, because, you know, there's not a lot of us that can make it out to the ocean. It's almost like you know, when you go overseas to like China, or you go overseas to like Spain or something like that, and you're the only black guy there, and all of those women like, oh my God, are you LeBron James? Are you Michael Jordan? Oh my God. You know? They ain't never seen no, and then you got your accent, you're like, shit, what up, man? You know, what up, girl? What's good with you? How you doing? It's like, oh my God. Where you from? Are you from US? You're American? Yeah, baby. What's good? What's good with you? You know, what's shaking? What's cracking? And she laughing. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're so fine. You're so cool. You know? When you over here trying to get these lake goddesses and these pond goddesses, you know, and they over here like, I need a little more. Well, let me hold you. I need a little more. She like, I need a little more. And you like, what are you talking about? You know? Women require, well, what's it? 5-star meals and a trip to Dubai. Exactly. You know? When at the end of the day, you know, you supposed to do what most fishermen do in a lake. You know, when you see these fishermen and they go to the lake, a lot of times, you know, they're just fishing for fun. You know, they're fishing for fun, and they'll catch a fish, and what they do, the fish is too small. So what they do, they throw the fish back out. They throw the fish back out into the water, because at the end of the day, they know good and well that they're not gonna get full off of that little old fish. You know, so they're like, you know, we gonna bypass this lake and we gonna go to the river where the catfish is at. You know, and plus the fish is a lot more healthy. You know, the fish are a lot more healthier, you know, at the lake. I mean at the river. You know, at the river, because it's running water, it's flowing water. A lot of times, you know, lakes are mostly still water. You know, so it's a bigger possibility for contamination, bacteria, stuff like that. You know, aka, you know, when you have a ocean mentality and you getting with these women and vice versa, you know, you be mad when it seems like it's always toxic. It seems like it always gets toxic. The emotions, the water, the emotions, it always got some bacteria in it. It's always toxic. You know, it's always toxic. You know, all of this, you know, all of this fits together. You know, you over here got this big idea to make a business and stuff like that, you know, but you want to be pro hood. You know, you want to be pro black. You want to be for the hood. You know, you want to set up shop in the hood and all that kind of stuff, because, you know, that's what the hood people that could have had a business, you know, and they was fucking off, you know, not doing what they supposed to do. So now they trying to tell you how you should run your business. So you be a dumbass and have a good night. Bye. Have a beautiful time. So you be a dumbass and you go set up business in the hood, and you mad because your store keep getting broken in. You know, you mad because people stealing your stuff, and then they asking you for a discount. You know, you can't never turn profit, because it's so toxic. And the more toxic your business is, the more insurance companies and loan companies and stuff like that is not gonna want to mess with you. because you're bad business. You know, I'm not gonna keep investing in your business and giving you these loans and you can't pay me back. You know, every time I look up, your business is on the news. Somebody done got shot, somebody done got killed, you know, somebody done broke in, and you know, all that stuff. So all of this ties in with your manifestation. You need to make sure that the environment that you're in, you know, that you're going to be able to do this properly. You know, you're over here thinking, you're over here doing all this stuff, and you're around an environment where you got a whole lot of haters. Shout out to IFE. Got a whole lot of haters plotting on my downfall. Whole lot of haters plotting on my downfall. You know, and you feel like shit. If I ain't got no haters, I ain't popping. You know, over here trying to keep it real. Real, REEL. You trying to keep it real. You trying to keep an illusion real, REEL. And then you trying to keep it real the way you reel in fish, REEL, when you reel in fish. You know, and you mad because you getting sick, because the fish are toxic. You had no business eating that nasty fish. You know. So you get to the river. Now, there's 3 ways. There's 3 ways that you can do this. You know. The first way, you can take a hike. You know. The first way, you can take a hike. And that's the long way. That's the long way up. You know. So take a hike. You know, let's say that you know, she says, yeah, I want to go to the dance. You know, so all the way until the day of the dance, you over here kissing her feet. You know, you see that she done messed up her pencil, and you get up and go to her desk like, hey, do you need me to sharpen that pencil for you? I got you. You take her pencil, everybody's like, ooh. See, the first few times you do stuff like that, you know, everybody's like, ooh, he like you, ooh. You know how that be in school. You know, it's cute at first, you know. But then, just like when you're taking a hike, it gets to a point where it's like, you know, you start to get real tired. You start to get real tired, you know. And a lot of people get tired and they turn back. AKA, you know, you start doing that enough, and you know, she gonna end up losing interest. You know, like, damn, like, you know, now you over here, you damn near want to hold her skirt for her, while she trying to pee. She like, yo, you being creepy now. You know, you being a little too creepy. You know, I need my space, like I already told you, yeah. And you know, if you was creepy with your approach, it's like, I told you, yeah, but I really didn't even want to say that. I was just trying to give you a chance and see how you was gonna act. You know, while in her peripheral vision, she's seeing the football camp. She's seeing the football captain float on by. You know, and she trying to get his attention. You know, he not looking her direction because, you know, he's fucking with the cheerleader captain. The cheerleader captain, and she's slowly starting to envision herself being the cheerleader captain, you know, trying to see what that's like. And that's what happens when you take a hike. When you take a hike, you know, you done left your boat behind, so you walking up, you know, you're walking up, and it's cool at first, you know, you're looking around and you're seeing the yep, shoot, look, these daughters of Oshun now, you can't do that. I just got through watching a video not too long ago about this dude tried to approach these girls and they said no, and he followed them to their car. They had to film him and call the police. And this dude just got out of jail. You know, so it's crazy. You know, so you you know, it's cool at first when you're taking a hike. See, this is you. Okay, I'm not gonna skip around too much. I'm gonna finish one thought and go to the next one. I'm trying to do this. Okay, so when you're taking a hike, it's cool at first because you're sightseeing, you're looking around like, oh my God, like, you know, and then it started to get dark. You're halfway up this eerie ass forest mountain pass. You know, you're hearing creaks. You're like, damn, I need to go back and get my boat. Damn, why did I do this? This was the worst idea. This was the worst idea ever. I should have never left my boat. You know? And as soon as you get that thought where you just want to turn around and go back, you're screwed. You're screwed at that point. You know? Now you have some people, they're successful with the hike and they're able to make it up the river. But since they no longer have a boat, they can't really enjoy what the river has to offer, because they don't have a vessel to bring anything down, or they can't travel. You know, sometimes in business this can be you know, you trying to keep it real. You know, you trying to keep it real for so long that, you know, you done ran out of money. And those same people that was telling you to keep it real, they don't have it to loan you. You know, don't nobody want to mess with you no more. So, you know, you got to close up shop. You got to take you got to take another job, you know, and you have some people, you know, they end up being successful. But out of all that time that they spent, you know, trying to do it like that, you know, they didn't took time off their life. You know, they didn't took time away from their family. They didn't took time away from their kids, because like I said, you left the boat behind. You know, you left the river, you left the boat behind. You know? So when you're manifesting, you know, and this is you when you're manifesting, and while you're waiting on whatever it is to manifest, you keep going back and checking on it. You keep thinking like, damn, I wonder did it work? You know, I wonder was I successful? You know, I wonder if this, I wonder if that. You know, you over here wondering. You know? And this is wondering in a negative kind of way. You know, this is you wondering, but you're wondering in a negative kind of way. You're being counterproductive. You know? You're being counterproductive in this type of way. You know, this is the you know, this is the easy way. This is the easy way that we're taught. You know, if you just work hard, you know, go to school and work hard and get your degree and do all of this stuff, and then maybe one day you'll be able to own a mansion like I got, knowing good and well, you know, they probably didn't even graduate from school. They probably didn't even graduate from high school. You know. So that's the easy way, which is not really the easy way, you know, to about whining and dining and doing all of this stuff. Like, you know, you lose a lot of respect doing that. Giving people what they don't earn, you know. Now, this is the hard way. You know, this can be the hard way, because the hard way, you're fighting against yourself. You know, you're fighting against yourself, knowing knowing at the end of the day that that this ain't gonna, it's not gonna end well for you. You know, it's not gonna end well for you. So the hard way is to try to use your boat and go up the river. Y'all know that's for a lot of us, you know, for a lot of, you know, boats, that's a failing mission. You know, cause what was that second rule of the river that I said? You know, you can't take the water because you need the water to sail on top of. But when you're trying to go up the river, you know, you got all of this water that's coming on top of you, on top of your boat. You know, not only are you gonna sink, you know, not only are you gonna sink, and listen what I'm saying about a sink, because a sink is a faucet where water comes down. It comes down, so you're gonna sink. It's gonna be like a sink pouring all on you. You know, that's the hard part. You know, the hard part. You know you've been the hard part. You know how much you've been you know how much buildup that you have. You know how much buildup that you have when it comes to this girl. You know how much buildup that you got. You know how much this means to you. You know, all of this type of stuff. You know how nervous you are and all of that. You know. So this is your dumb ass trying to go in her raw. Knowing good and well you is not finna last. You know you ain't finna last in that river. You know, no matter how much you try to stroke, no matter how much you try to stroke it, no matter how much you try to stroke, you is not finna go up that river. You not finna use your boat and go up that river. You know, it's not gonna end well for you. She gonna drown you. That river, that poom poom gonna drown you. It's gonna drown you. You're not gonna make it. You know, and at the end of the day, you done tried to go up the river with your boat. You done got a eighth of the way up, and all of a sudden a big old water just splash, go. Your boat is smashed to smithereens. You know, you at the bottom feeling embarrassed. You're like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. You know, and now since your boat has crashed, you can't go up again. You know, so now all you can do is try to take a hike. But you know, you don't got no more resources. You know, you don't got no more resources. You don't got enough aya. You don't got enough aya in you to want to try again. You know, translation, you know, you done, let's pray you didn't get her pregnant. Let's pray that when you saw yourself about to go up the river and it wasn't gonna work out for you, you pulled out. Let's just hope that you was able to keep, you know, you from creating a long-term fuck up. You know, let's just pretend and hope that you were able to pull out in the nick of time. You know, so at least you still got your boat. And you know, at least you got your boat and you can try again. You know, at least you got that. but you still gonna be embarrassed. You still gonna be embarrassed. You know, you're not gonna hear the last of it at school, because everybody at school, the thing about it is, you don't understand how many haters you really had until you fail. Because a lot of times, you know, while you're on the road to success, your haters are silent. You know, they're secretly hating. You know, you just wondering why don't nobody want to fuck with you. And then, you know, you got the haters that be like, welcome back to the club. You know, welcome back, man, welcome back. Damn, man. Yo, I heard you, you know, I heard you set the new record. You wasn't a minute man, you was a 10-second man. You was a shot clock man. Shot clock. You was a shot clock man. You weren't even a minute man, you was the shot clock man. You know, you was trying to get your shot off before the 30 seconds was up. You know, you got those people, and then you got the people, that, you know, they knew from the simplest, they knew from the simplest actions that you were doing up to the dance. They knew you weren't gonna be shit, and a lot of times these are her friends. These are her friends. You like, man, see, I told you, you should have got with Bryson. You know, he was the star football player. You know, see, she don't want to tell her. She telling her without telling her. She don't want to tell her that he smashed and all of that. But when it comes to women, and you got a good boat, you know, that's what women do. Women are the best marketers. You know, if you got a bunch of women on your side and they believe in you, they believe in what you're doing, they will market you better than any man can. Any marketing man can. Like, woo girl, you should have got with Bryson, cause woo child, you know, he was doing this and he was doing that, and then she kind of looking like, girl, is this something you want to tell me? She's like, damn girl, I tried not to say nothing, but yeah, you know, we hooked up a few months ago, and you see how I'm still talking about it now. You know, and then you have the dirty macking, you know, the dirty macking dudes, you know, the ones that's probably you know, understand the game and all of that. So they like, see there, baby, you know, I was over here trying to take you out, and I was over here trying to do this, and you done gave this suck ass nigga all your time, and look at how he disappointed you. I wouldn't have done that, baby. Let me tell you what I would have did. You know, and now he has a chance. Now he has a chance to reprogram her dream. You know, learning this about women, learning this one thing about women will get you so far. It's all about a dream. You know, a dream. If you can sell a woman a good enough dream about how you're gonna get to her river, you know, how you're gonna get up the river, you know, depending on how much ayah you have behind what you're saying, you know, she'll believe you, and she'll let you give it a try. You know, the baby Oshun, she's always fascinated at how the baby Eshu is able to get around complex situations. That's why she loves rolling with him. You know, because the baby Oshun be over here scared. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Oh my God. You know, and the baby Eshu, Baby to the rescue. We can go here, and then we can go do that too, and then we're gonna do all that too. And the baby Oshun, she like, okay, I'm gonna follow you. You know? So this is the SU way. This is the middle way. This is the way that you know you learn when you get around people who of the higher ups, or they know a lot of secrets of the higher ups on how they're able to do what they do, and they don't mind giving you the game. They don't mind giving you the secrets, you know, of how to rise above the competition. That's a key. That's key. You know, any tool, the real tools that's out here is gonna help you to rise above your competition. If you wanna make it, if you wanna break into the service industry where you can turn your idea into a generational wealth, you know, if you want to make a woman always be wondering about you, you know, always be, you know, fascinated, you know, thinking about you and all of that. Now, this is, because I gotta go, this is what's going to parlay into the next time that we talk, you know. Now, this is the third way that you're gonna get up the river. So the baby Oshun, she's at the top of the river and she's yelling down. She's like, Eshu, the baby Eshu, I'm coming up the river too. I'm finna come up there. And the baby Oshun, how don't do that? You know, somebody else tried to hike up the side and they turned around because it was too hard. And then somebody else tried to go up the river with the boat and their boat went into smithereens. You know? So the baby Eshu, he started thinking. He started contemplating. Like, ooh, I got an idea. So he go, Eshu, he always got some gas. You know, we always got that gas, that spliffy. You know, Eshu, he always got some gas. So he takes some gas. He takes some hydrogen gas that he got. You know, baby Eshu always be having weird stuff with him that people be like, yo, why are you on the boat with a big ass hydrogen gas tank? You know, what are you possibly gonna do with that? You know, that's how we are, you know, because at the end of the day, we're packing light, but we're also packing for the future. Because I already understand as a baby Eshu, that I'm never going to make it to Oshun. I'm never going to make it to Oshun with the mind of a closed-minded man. A closed-minded man that thinks that, you know, all you gotta do is put it down on her, or all you gotta do is freaking buy her stuff or take her somewhere. No, you know, you gotta be a baby. If you want to get to Oshun, if you want to get up the river, you gotta think like a baby, not a man. You gotta have the tenacity of a man. You gotta have the strength of a man, but you gotta think like a baby. So the baby Eshu, he pulls out his tank. He pulled out his little tank of hydrogen gas, and he started filling up these big ass rubber balloons. Like, ooh, I got a balloon. I might end up making an episode out of this while y'all playing. I'm already thinking about it in my mind. And the baby Eshu, he gets 4 huge balloons and he ties them to each end of his boat. And, you know, since Eshu is a baby, he don't weigh that much. He don't got a lot of things weighing him down, you know, because he packed light, but he's a baby, so he don't weigh that much. So all of a sudden, the boat start rising up in the air. Now he still got a stroke. He still has a stroke. He still has to stroke because this is what stroke means, you know. And I had to ask Akasha. I'm like, Akasha, when you said stroke it, what did you really mean when you said that? You know, see, the stroke determines how durable, and it determines how you know, it's not durable. What's the word I'm looking for? It determines how steady when you're climbing. If you got a truck and you're going up a real high hill, if you got a good engine in that truck and it's all-wheel drive, you'll have enough torque. Maybe that's what it is. You'll have enough torque able to haul you to the top, you know. And one thing Akasha was saying, she was like, the reason why a lot of these women aren't satisfied with a lot of these men out here is because these men, they're trying to take her places. They got a Ferrari, but they got a lawnmower engine inside the Ferrari. So, you know, it can still go woo, 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 woo. And they're using that to fool these women. They're fooling these women with the outside Ferrari, making these women think that, oh, he can take me places and I can look cute. You know, he can take me places and I can look real cute or whatever. You know, just to, as soon as you drive 0.2 miles down the street, your car go, it starts smoking. She's like, oh my God, what's going on? I didn't pack my bags up. I didn't told my mom and dad, see you later. You know, I gotta go, and I did all of this stuff. And your Ferrari broke down? You know? It's like, damn. So, so the engine, you know, you got the 2-stroke engine, you got the 3-stroke engine, you got all these different stroke engines, you know, and these engines are created to haul a certain weight limit. Like I got a V6. I think I got a V6 in my truck. It can only haul, I think, like maybe like 400 or 500 pounds, maybe 600 pounds. And I wanted to get a trailer for my truck. You know, I was thinking about doing that instead of an RV. But the best trailers that I done seen, if I try to use my truck to haul it, it'll tear my bumper off. You know? So you gotta know what you can handle. You know, some people, they get into business and things take off, you know, without them realizing how it was going to take off, how crazy it was going to take off. And now they over here like, damn, you know, I don't got enough inventory to fill. I don't have enough, you know. So you gotta, like I said, you have to be honest. You got to be honest when you're doing this manifestation, you know. And when you're floating, when you're doing your manifestation, you're floating up to the top, you're being patient. You still got a stroke. You know, he still got to make sure that he's going up in a straight line. But the way he stroke is the way the baby SU has to stroke is going to be way different. He's going to be way less tired. He's going to be way less tired when he get to the top. And then once he gets to the top, all he got to do is pop the balloons, pop the rubber balloons, and he's there. You know, he's plop. He done plopped on the top of the river. And now the baby Eshu and the baby Oshun are together once again, and now they can play on the river. And now she can show him all the amazing things that are at the river. You know, he said he was gonna come, and he did. When he said he was gonna do it, he didn't give up, you know, and he floated all the way till he got to the top, and then he plopped down, you know, and now they're able to arrive together. You know, they're able to be on the same page. And when I talk about the same page, I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow, you know. So yeah, the boat's still gonna be rocking while you're floating to the top. And you gotta make sure that you stay in the middle. You know, you gotta stay in the middle sometimes, you know, because now, see, this is the thing. This is the thing, because with Eshu, he's not fighting against the water. When he's doing his way, he's not fighting against the water, he's fighting against the wind. You know? If you decide to go the way that a ideal businessman would go, so they can make it to the top, the biggest thing that's going to be the biggest things, or people, places, things that you thought was going to be for you, those are going to be the main ones that's going to be pushing against you, you know. And that's the you know, that's the hard part. Now, you don't got to deal with what the people that tried to go in this raw, you know, and they failed miserably. You don't got to go through what they're going through, but you still have a fight. Nonetheless, it's still a fight to get to the top of the river. You got to fight against the wind. So you better make sure that when that windfall, you better make sure, if you have a windfall, that you can sail. You see the wordplay? You see the wordplay, man. I need to. I'm a hit. I be seeing Smack in Miami all the time. When I go to Miami Beach, I be seeing Smack. I need to. Next time I see Smack, I'm be like, hey, yo, Smack, yo, I need 25K. So I can be a battle rapper. I'm a battle Tay-Rock. Hey, yo, you call yourself the gun line king? Well, nigga, I'm past that. I'll pull up with a. I'm just playing. Let me get back to this, because I gotta go. So a lot of times with us, when we're in it to win, we have to fight against the wind. What is wind? Communication. You got to fight against people communicating against you, and they're hoping for your downfall. The dude that turned around from the hike, the dude that tried to go up the river raw and failed miserably, they all looking at the baby Eshu float to the top. And they like, shit, why the hell didn't I think of that? To put a rubber on. You know, see, the first dude, he was being too creepy. You know, doing all of this crazy stuff. You know, women love foreplay. Don't get it twisted. You know, women love, you know, foreplay before you actually get to it, but the foreplay is in the bedroom. It's not every single day before you get to the dance and you just being a creep. You gotta know how to do it. You know? So the first dude, he like, damn, why didn't I think of that? The other guy that got the you know, that tried to go raw, he like, damn, see, if I wasn't rushing, maybe I would have thought of that. So the dude that's at the bottom, because he was hiking, he throwing rocks at you and hiding his hand. He throwing rocks at you. Peep what I'm saying. He throwing rocks at you and then he hiding his hand. You know, that's what you have to go against. You know, people trying to sabotage what you're doing because they mad because they didn't come up with it first. And then you got the other guy. He's taking little pieces. He taking the little wood pieces from his boat, trying to hurl it up at the balloon to try to pop the balloon. You know? So he doing that. You got people, you know, hurling their trauma at you. Like, yo, man, I'm telling you, man, you need to turn around because I'm telling you, man, you don't need to hit that. You don't need to hit that, man. I tried to hit that. Man, shit, I ain't even last, man. You don't need to, you know. And you may not even have the same turnout. You know? So granted, the baby SU, even though he has an easier way up to the top, because he used his brain, he used his common sense. Now he got 3 things that he gotta fight that those other people didn't have to fight all of that. You know? So definitely, so peep what I'm saying. So now SU got 3 things that he fighting against. You know, and he got to make sure that he's steering his boat in the right direction. So when he goes to the top of the mountain, and then he can move forward and go across the river, cause once you get across the river, you know, once you get right there, this is when you got to go fishing. You know, this is where you gotta find your you know, the one that's gonna end up being in this relationship with you. But look at all the things that you had to go through. Look at all the things that you had to go through to get to this point. So it would behoove you, if you got a baby Oshun that's at the top of the river and they waiting on you, and you finally get up there, you know, and they saw you, they saw how much it took. They saw how hard you worked in order for you to get where you going. It would behoove you to go ahead and stay with that person. And and a lot of times this is somebody that you haven't even been sexually active with, because a lot of times this woman is in a environment. She's in a situation where you're trying to get there, and she sees something in you because you're doing things like nobody else has done. So she's intrigued about you, like, oh my God, how did he get past that? I wonder how he gonna get past this. Oh my God, he didn't got past that. I wonder how he gonna do this. Now, if he can come up this river, so you don't even realize she dreaming about you. Like, damn, if he can come up this river, damn, he done already did this right. He done already did that. If he come up this river, it's woof. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna be lost in his boat. Be lost in his boat. You know, that's what she thinking. You know? So it would behoove you, if you got somebody out there, it would behoove you if you have a you know, you got your business and you have some mom and pop stores. You got some places that don't mind for you to set up shop where they're at. They're not trying to charge you a whole lot of money. They just want to see you win. You know, one thing I'm learning about this journey, you don't know who people know. They may not be able to help you, but they may know somebody that can help you. You just don't know. So it always pays to be observant. It always pays to be polite. And it always pays for you to stay a baby. Because the baby issue can do anything he puts his mind to. We live in a world to where if we gotta see it, that's the only way we can believe it. But the best businesses, the best industries, it all started with somebody with a crazy ass thought. You know, crazy ass thought, that he gave some direction to, that he done gave some guidance to, and that thought went out to not only make him more money, but he was able to bring some goddesses to him, you know. So now he got a bunch of streams that's coming in, income. He got a bunch of streams, little streams that's coming in, income. You know, all of this, it braids together. No matter how you try to flip this, it's all about the metaphysics of manifestation. And if y'all got something from that, I hope y'all did. If you can heed this message, you will be glad that you did. And I gotta get up out of here because I'm getting ate up by these mosquitoes outside of this Starbucks. But I'll keep these going at least until Leo season is over, maybe. I appreciate the few of y'all who've been donating, because that's the only reason why I've been still doing this. You know, shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Any support will help. Any support will help. Any support will help. So I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all getting something out of this. You know, Oshun got me doing this for free, and every day something dope, something good happens to me. So just keeping that going, just obeying, you know, just obeying my higher self, spirit, telling me like, yo, you gotta tell people what's the new law of the land. You gotta tell people what's the, you know, what's the new way, because that old way, you know, trying to get over, and you know, that old way trying to, you know, force your way and doing all this stuff, that ain't happening no more. You know, the way these new laws and the way this stuff is being set up, you know, it'll make you never want to be in a relationship. It'll make you never want to think about marriage. It'll never make you want to think about having a family. You know, it's real crazy. You know, and then on the news they try to scare you, talking about the food shortages and all of that stuff, all because Oshun put her foot down. You know, Oya, I'm gonna talk about Oya tomorrow. Oya told Oshun, you need to value your river and yourself a lot more than what you're doing. Last year, Oya had a long talk with Oshun, and Oshun, she came back to the river with a vengeance. So when Oshun get mad and she turned cold, you know, things start to freeze up, you know, and this is, it causes a ripple effect, because y'all don't understand, you know, how many things that make this world go round that Oshun has her hands in. She has her hands in a lot of things, because can't nothing grow without her. You know, that's why the government is talking about a food shortage. You know, there's no love, there's no passionate romantic love without Oshun. That's why in the music industry there's no more love songs, there's no more love ballads, there's no more you know, they try to can black love. They don't want to show a lot of positive black love, you know. Oshun is the ultimate muse, especially the Aries and the Taurus Oshun. They're the ultimate muse, you know. And this is the reason why her pulling herself back is the reason why the government got a fake fuel shortage. You know, gas prices going up. It's gonna take you a lot more. It's gonna take you a lot more than the stuff that Steve Harvey telling you. It's gonna take you a lot more than the stuff that these dating coaches and gurus and all that stuff that's trying to tell you in order for you to get these women on your team. It's gonna take a lot more. You gotta be more yourself, and pull and be magnetic to the ones that's digging you. You know, that's very important. Because things are changing and it's never going to be the same. So you got to understand the rules of the river. You got to understand the laws of the land, you know. And the people who took advantage of the river, the people who took advantage of the ocean, dropping all that toxicity into the ocean, dropping all this toxicity into the internet, dropping all this toxicity into the food, dropping all this toxicity into the water, and all this toxicity in the air with these fossil fuels. Man, I'm about to go on a tangent. Let me get off this. I'm about to go on a damn tangent. All right, y'all. Peace. I gotta go. I'm about to start. I'm be here for a whole nother hour.